Hey guys, welcome back for another day in Linda's Resin Room. I have these two large swans and I've had this mold for a while. I've just never got around to making it, so I thought I would today. I have mixed up 12 ounces or 380 gram of 1:1 resin. I put it in the debubbler for 8 minutes and I'm going to take and half this out. I'm going to try to put equal parts in 2 cups because I want the bottom half to be of white. That's 8. 2 more. And I want the top, I see a lot of people do, wow, I still got quite a bit more. I see a lot of people do gold in clear and then a color, but I want to do mine a little different. I have some silver, a dark pink, and a light pink foil flakes. I accidentally took the heat gun to this one. And then I'm going to use this eye candy Daigi white and this shiny white mica powder, because I want the bottom to be a white, and I still may add some white pigment paste if it's not as white as I want it. So first I'm going to take some of these foil flakes, and with these a little goes a long way. You can really put too much foil flakes very easily in resin, and it flies everywhere. Okay, now let's do the dark pink, not over my mold. And these are already chunked up. Don't know where I got these. I've had these for quite a while now. It was a set of 6, 9 different colors, something like that. And then some silver. It came with all different colors: blues, gold, coppers, pinks, purples. I like the variety. Okay. Now I'm just going to try to mix this up. Probably should have done this before I put it in the debubbler, because now I'm going to introduce bubbles mixing this, which my resin's pretty thin at the moment. This stuff sticks to everything. Try to get that pink off the stick and chop that. The silver isn't chopped up as well as the pinks, so there might be some bigger chunks of silver in there. I don't want that. And that one does not want to tear up. Come on, little sucker. So there's probably going to be bigger chunks of silver floating around in this piece. Okay, and you can see different colors in there, which I think will be pretty. Okay, move those out of the way. Now let's get to, and you see I've got a piece of silver on him. Get that off with some tape. I'm just using regular packing tape. Alright, I like this white because it's a solid white. It's not got that silver tint to it. A lot of the whites to me look silver, not white. Okay, give me another stick here. Let's see how this looks. And for eye candy, I do have a link in the description and a code for 10% off of their products if you use their products. Okay, isn't that a pretty white? Got a bit of hair on him. Shush. Alright, let's Small Tongue, the brand of this. I've had these forever. This is probably one of the first brands of mica powders that I bought when I was first starting with resin. So I've had them for a long time, but this looks like a really pretty white. Get it over here where I can try to show it to you. See that? It's like a little shimmery white. Put 2 little scoops of that in there. And I don't remember how many colors came in that set, but there was a lot. And I'm not sure how much these little swans hold, and I may end up having to mix up more because I've only mixed up 12 ounces, 380 gram. Okay. So you still got that little bit of a pearly look. I'm going to add a little of the Let's Resin Ocean White pigment paste. See if we can get a more white color. And I just squirted a little bit of that down in there, probably about 3 drops worth. See if I can turn this more white. Yeah, that's better. Now that's the white I want. Okay, there's something in there. Where'd it go? There he is. Let me see if I can get that out. Okay, got him. Alright, now if I can hold still enough to pour this without spilling it everywhere. I may only be able to do one at a time because I may have to mix up some more resin, guys. These are some large molds. Okay, I'm going to stop there. You see I got it on it. Of course. Wouldn't be me if I didn't, right? Okay, now I'm going to pour some of this right down in here. I want some of those flakes to go down in his nose there. Maybe I should have done more white than the flakes, you reckon? Let's start working on the other. Okay. Make sure I get his tail good before I start moving down here. I'm going to always add some more to backing on this too. Okay, now let's see if we can start adding him some of these flakes. So I want some of them flakes to go right down in his nose. Got quite a bit of the flakes left, just not so much the white. So I may let this cure as is, and then just do a backing coat on him. Probably should have done just a little bit of the flakes. So if you guys do this and use flakes, just remember, don't use near the flakes as you do the white, unless you want it all to be down through there. I guess it's all according to preference. That's pretty. What can we do with the rest of this? I will find something. I've got all kinds of molds over here. So, what do we want to do with that? I might just put it in this candy dish here. Sorry guys, didn't mean to bump. Now I've made this mold before, and my issue with this mold is I had a hard time getting the piece out, and I ended up ripping the mold, so I had to buy a new one. So I'm hoping, ooh, that resin's getting warm. I'm hoping that this time it doesn't rip and I have an easier time getting it out. Alright guys, I'm going to let this cure, and then I'm going to, I might mix up some more and just do white and finish filling it up. Nah, I'm going to let it cure and then we'll do a back coat. Alright guys, we're back. It's been a little while, and these are touch dry. Now this is a little sticky, and there's a couple bubbles down in there. So he's going to be a little tough trying to get some resin down in these to finish filling him up. I've mixed up 8 ounces of 1:1 resin, and I thought I would back these with this Muscalicious Epoxy Pearl Pigment powder from Art Tree Creations. I think that will look really pretty on the back of there. I don't know if I've ever used this one or not. I guess not. Let's get this open. Isn't that a pretty pink? I thought we'd just use a little. And so I'm just going to do one little scoop here. Let me see if... So just one little scoop. And let's see how this does. I just want it very light. I don't want it dark at all. Just going to slowly mix. Don't want powder flying everywhere. Okay, now it's all in there. Let's get this mixed up. It looks a little more purple than pink to me. Not really the color I was looking for. I wonder if I can add a little white to this and get that to lighten up. Doesn't that look kind of purple? I mean, I guess it's a pink. Not really the pink I want though. So let's put a drop of this ocean white paste. I don't have the, let's do 2 drops. I don't have the black pigment paste that Let's Resin makes. I'm going to have to order me some because I do want to try it. I've got other black pigment paste, but I'm going to try theirs because I love their white. Okay, that's a little more like it. More of the pink I was looking for. Moving my table. Get this good and incorporated here. Mix it up very well. Sorry guys, didn't mean to bump. Still not the pink I want. Alright guys, I'm going to put things on hold, see if I can find another pink to add to this. Okay guys, so I found a couple of different things here. I found this pink, so I thought, let's try it first. Put a scoop of that in there. And let's see how this turns out. Because I don't want it that purple looking color. And that's what that pink looks like to me. Looks like it's got a purple. Okay, that's not really done anything. The purple may be a tad too thick. Okay, then I have this pink paste. I think I just got this off of Temu probably. So let me clean my stick and we'll try a little of that. Sometimes paste seems to be a little heavier than powder. I want the shimmer of the powder, but I want the color of the paste. Okay, mix this up. Ooh, this is a really thin paste. Okay, get that mixed pretty good here. Alright, now I'm going to take a good little scoop of that. And hopefully this will give me the pink I'm looking for. Better cover that over. Have that going everywhere. Okay. Is this going to do it? I don't want to add too much more to this. Oops, didn't mean to bump, guys. Okay, I think that's the best I'm going to get, that pink. So I've added quite a bit of different things in there. That's a really light pink. I think this will be okay. Still got my shimmer of the powder. Now, let's just pour this into this mold. think this will make a really pretty background color. Make sure it goes down in his little beak here. Now I'm starting to shake. I'm trying to hold still. Look at his tail. I just stuck my finger in the resin. Clean myself up. Alright, got that off. Okay, now let's go for number 2. Here's his little tail. I don't know if 8 ounces is going to be enough for these or not. Maybe I needed a little more. These things hold quite a bit, don't they? I knew they were going to take a lot. Okay, let's let that level out. A little more in this tail here. Okay. Alright, starting to drip. I got my finger in it again. That's why it's always important to wear gloves. Now, let's see if we can get this candy mold. And like I said, I really need it to go into these corners, but I don't know if I can get it in there or not. It's going to be difficult. Does anybody want to loan me a hand? Well, shoot. I want to hold that stick out of the way, but I don't want to take it out. I'm just pour a little down in here and see if I can pull this to get it down in there where them bubbles are. have some trimming to do on this piece for sure. Okay, I think that side will be okay. Now let's try to tackle the other side. I can get my tweezers to hold on. Oops, did you see what I just did? That is caused by a trimmer. That's the worst part about trying to do epoxy, is having a trimmer. It's a hereditary thing. It's not caused by anything else, just genes. And you can jerk right when you don't want to. So I'm going to have resin everywhere to clean up when this cures. Okay, as long as it doesn't go everywhere, I think I'm okay. Now, I don't even know if I've got the resin all down in there where it needed to go. I'm just going to hope that I do. And that doesn't seem very level, does it? I feel like the edges here have resin and then there's empty spots. So, I've got resin everywhere. Alright, let me get a baby wipe. This is going to be easier. Spritz it down with some 99% isopropyl and try to clean this stuff up. At least get this out of the way. I don't want that to be sticky. All right. Does anybody else have a familiar trimmer? Tell me how you deal with it when you're doing resin. I'd really like to know. Okay. Get myself cleaned up. Tweezers off on that. Alright, let's see if we can maybe prop this center up just a bit, maybe. Let's see if how that's going to level this out. You see what I mean? I think it's more this side. Okay. Now let's see if we can get some more of this in there without jerking. Can't say that I'm going to, but I'm going to try. And I hate this mold. It's a cute little candy dish. But man, if it doesn't give me trouble every time I try to make it. And see, that side down there still seems a little high, so I'm going to put another thing in there. Alright guys, I'm going to leave that alone, otherwise I'm going to take and spill that edge over. guys, I'll see you back for the demold of these. I'm probably just going to take some isopropyl, spritz down just a bit, get rid of some of those bubbles. I'll see you back for the demold. Hey guys, so these are cured. I think I'll be able to demold them. So let's see. They're still a little soft, so I still want to be really careful, especially around the head and tail. I think it's going to be easier if we do it this way. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I just don't want to tear it. Careful around the tail. Ooh. I have some cleanup to do. Alright. I'll let it completely cure before I get those spots off. Now let's see about his little fella here. These little swans are so pretty, aren't they? I don't know why I never attempted to do them before. I think I don't, just because they use a lot of resin, maybe. Aren't those pretty? Oh, I love those. See if I can zoom you in down here so you can see that. Isn't that pretty with the pink behind it? Okay. Now let's see if we can get this. Now I'm going to be very careful because the last time I had this mold, I ripped it trying to get it demolded. And I'm hoping where this is a little soft, maybe it will be a little easier to get out. And maybe it's not going to be. I hope the paint got down in here where the those air bubbles were. It's a really cute candy dish. Difficult to make, difficult to get out. Now, this side, I think it works better if I can get that off that back end and then do one corner at a time. Yeah, definitely. Much easier. Ooh, and there it is. Some of the foil went along the center. Isn't that pretty? Got a few edges to fall down, little bubble. But overall, I think it's very pretty. Alright guys, I'll see you back for the next video.